Now, whenever I do mid-handicap golf club reviews, I get inundated with comments saying, why don't you use a mid-handicap golfer to do these tests? Well, let's do it, and let's do it now. Oh wow. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell so that you get a notification whenever I upload new content. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. And make sure you follow my Instagram page at the bottom there. If you follow me on all my social media accounts, that helps you find out when I'm posting videos. Let's be fair, it's pretty much daily at the moment, isn't it? But you'll never miss any content that I upload. Now let's get back to this video on mid-handicap iron testing. We are using the Taylormade P790, the Ping i500, the Titleist AP3, and of course the Mizuno JPX 919 forged. Just before we start this video, guys, as always, I want you guys to interact with me in the video. I want you to comment below. In this video, I want you to comment below, what is the best iron you've played in 2018? Is it a mid-handicap iron? Is it a low-handicap iron? What even are mid, low and high handicap irons? Let's do it. Okay guys, I'm here with my mid-handicap tester. Everyone meet Mark. Mark is the best mid-handicap golfer you will ever see.
I'd like to think so.
Yeah, I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can really examine that. But anyway, Mark is a 13 handicap, just reduced this week. Mark, is that right?
Yeah. Just
reduced this week. We are going to test the Taylormade P790, the Ping i500, the Mizuno JPX 919 forged, and also the Titleist AP3 iron. Mark, tell everyone a bit about yourself.
Hi everybody, I'm an early retiree, so I'm looking to
That's the dream, isn't it?
Play a bit more golf. One of the reasons
I want to be an early retiree as well, so make sure you hit that subscribe button.
So I'm hoping to bring my scores down, a bit more time up on up at the club, on the range, practicing out on the course. That's one of the reasons why my handicaps come down a little bit at the end of this season, because I've been doing a bit more practice.
Okay guys, that is a little bit about Mark and his golf game. Mark is also having a few lessons and they're going pretty well, aren't they?
Lessons are great.
Okay, so we're going to start with the Taylormade P790. We're going to hit about 5 or 6 shots with each, then we're going to compare all of them at the end. Every club has a dynamic gold S300 shaft in to make it a fair test.
Let's do it, and let's do it now.
Yes. Okay guys, so here's how this review is going to go. Mark's going to hit the shots, he's going to tell you how they feel, how they look. As a mid-handicapper, he's going to tell you his opinion. I'm going to talk you through the numbers. I'm not going to go in too much depth, but I will put them up on the screen for you like normal, so you can pick around those. We're going to hit 5 shots with each. Mark's just mentioned, when you buy clubs like this, what happens to these hosels here? Do you always get different hosels, or is this just because these are fitting clubs? The answer, these are purely fitting irons. When you buy golf clubs, you will always get a standard black hosel on there. Let's get straight to the review. 790
then. Looks quite nice on the ground. For me, I think it looks a little bit thick, big for me, the head. But we'll see how it goes. Well, it went nicely. Bit off the bottom.
Standard distance for a 7-iron, Mark, for you?
About 155.
Not bad for the first swing of the day.
50, yeah.
I could get used to this kind of testing. Not bad. Tiny bit skinny.
Yeah. That's better.
It's a lovely shape you've got on that, Mark. Just that draw.
Just a bit of draw on
yeah.
it, yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
And then I hit a mighty shot straight. Okay, that's a bit off the bottom, wasn't it?
What a shot. Oh. I think
a bit more thought on that one.
Yeah, I think mid-handicap test. Very good. So Mark, thoughts on the Taylormade P790 iron?
Obviously, shots seem to be going quite nicely. I quite liked the feel of it. For me though, the feedback, I wasn't getting a lot of feedback from the club.
Hard off the face.
It was hard off the face, yeah, that's right. Nice shape to the shot though. I was high flight, landed quite nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite liked it. So just felt a little bit heavy, if you like, and no real feedback from it.
Okay guys, let's talk you through Mark's numbers for the Taylormade P790. So Mark was saying there that an average number for him with his 7 iron would be 155, coming at 152.4, so not far off. First club of the day. We are into a little bit of wind as well. As always up at Huddersfield Golf Club here, we always get a bit of wind on the range. We never have a still day. Spin rate quite low, 5,600. 7 iron ideally would be a little bit more than that, but we know that this is a low lofted club. We know that it's got the speed foam in. We know it is designed for pure distance and power. Club speed 86.7, producing a ball speed of 111.9. We will call that 112 for the sake of argument. But the big thing is, how does it compare to the Titleist 718 AP3? Mark, take it away.
Thank you.
Initial thoughts on the look of it, Mark?
So the first thing I noticed is that it's got a slimmer top line.
Yes.
Which looks better to me than the Tailor-Mades, and the whole feel of it just feels
a bit more of a bit more of a lower mid-handicap club, maybe you would say.
Possibly, yes. Yeah.
That's a lovely swing, Mark.
Yeah. Just felt a little bit more confident.
Yeah.
Striking that.
For me, that's the best ball flight you've produced so far. Right. I know it's early, but yeah. Oh, Mark!
Well, it went a long way.
Mark's just told me there that one's gone a long way. Look at this for a 13 handicap 7 iron. Oh wow. Shall we just put that in the bag now?
Yeah, I mean immediately this consistency of it. I mean, went left when I knew I held on to it, but all the others have been pretty much in the same space.
We're going to hit one more shot with the AP3, but a little sneak peek for you. These things are good. Good again. See that, and that was a little bit skinny as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't hit that particularly well.
So Mark, do you want to tell people what you thought to the AP3? Now you have a little bit of a relationship with this club already. Yeah. I'll not say relationship, but Mark already has a little bit of a history with this club, being fitted for it yesterday. So Mark, not this club may I add, just an AP3 style.
Yeah. I felt this felt much better in the hand.
Yeah.
While I stood over the ball, I felt confident with the club, and I think that helped me strike the ball. Certainly the ball flight and dispersion seemed to be significantly better with this than it did with the Tailor-Made.
Should we take a look at the numbers?
Sure.
Okay guys, mid-handicap numbers for the Titleist 718 AP3. So as you can see there, we have a little bit of an elephant in the room with shot number 2, carrying 160, finishing over 170. That was a fantastic golf swing by Mark. It's come out low spinning, that's why it's battled through the wind and it's got the distance on it. Maybe the wind dropped a touch as well. That is going to bring the averages up, but apart from that, the averages for this club is pretty phenomenal. Spin rate difference, if we take out that low spinning one, hardly anything. Total distance, all in and around 155, 156, which again is a fantastic number. Club speed 86.7, producing a ball speed of, what do we know, 111.6. Pretty consistent, Mark, yeah? Okay. Next, we are going to try the Ping i500. We're going to compare it against this. We are going to compare all the numbers at the end. I might even do that at home in my nice warm office. Let's see what the i500 offers. Comment below, guys, which one is your favourite so far? I think I've got a feeling which one Mark might be going for.
Again, with this club, James, the head looks a lot neater and compact, more
compared to the P790.
Yes, yeah, certainly. So that looks nice. It feels good as well. Yeah. So I'm hoping I should get some decent results. Of course, I do have a relationship with Ping already because my current bag has got the i20s in.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm used to playing with Ping clubs. Okay. So,
that does make a big difference, guys, as well. If you have a brand in mind already, that can. If you sat on the fence between irons, I think if you're comfortable with a brand, that can be the deciding factor for what you go for, definitely, can't it?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Oh, wow. Can I go for lessons where you're going for lessons?
I believe you can, yes.
It was a great shot. So like I was telling you guys, Mark is the best mid-handicap you'll ever see. That's a 7 iron. Incredible, isn't it? It's scary.
hang on to
A little
that
bit
one.
draggy.
Hang on. Big high flight.
Yeah, that one's definitely launching higher, isn't it?
Yes,
definitely than any of them.
Yeah.
That's better than the Titleist. So guys, numbers with the i500 are pretty astronomical. We're going to hit one more, and then we're going to discuss them. Let's do it. Oh, Mark, stop it.
Not sure what's happening today, James.
No.
But it's good.
So Mark is really gunning for his Champions Tour card. That's fantastic again. Okay, Mark, do you want to tell us what you thought of the Ping i500?
Yeah, well, as I said earlier, I really like the look of it. It felt good in the hand. The weight of the swing was good for me. Very confident with hitting the ball. And as you say, the distances, the consistency was very good for me. I was pleased with the results.
Yeah.
And even when I didn't hit the ball well,
It still went.
the confidence in the club, it still went. So I was happy with that.
Yeah, I think what Mark's trying to say is, let's show the guys these numbers because they're pretty impressive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Numbers for the Ping i500 on a mid-handicap test. I know what you're thinking, guys. Wow. 151 carry, 162 total, club head speed 87, producing a faster ball speed of 113.5. The forge face, Mark said, did feel soft as well, so he's getting the best of both worlds out of this club. The hollow head obviously producing very, very good ball speed. One thing that would worry me slightly with this club is the spin rate. So some of the spin rates dropped astronomically here. So the average spin at 4,290, that is very, very low for a 7 iron, but the ball flight was very, very high. One thing that Mark definitely said was that the ball flight was launching a lot higher, and a conversation we had, which maybe you could hear, maybe you couldn't, is that would depend on what kind of golf course Mark is playing. If I was fitting Mark for these golf clubs and I saw them going a lot higher than everything else, if he's happy with that, if he's playing in the States, if he's playing on a course where you get very little wind, that would be perfect. Playing up here at Huddersfield Golf Club, I would have to ask him, can you flight me one down and see if you can control that ball flight? Because up here, or if you're playing a links course up in Scotland, in Ireland, there's links courses all over the world, isn't there? You may struggle with that ball flight. But I must say, if we're going distance-wise and dispersion-wise, i500 is smashed the other ones out of the park so far. Let's see how the Mizuno JPX 919 forged iron compares to all these three. Okay, Mark, last but not least, final club of the day, Mizuno JPX 919 forged. How does it look?
It looks very nice. It's got nice clean lines on it. The head broadly the same as the last two, as the Ping and the Titleist.
Yeah.
Looks nice, looks clean.
They all look good, don't they?
Yeah, they all look good.
They all look good. Mark Spriggs, you are swinging fantastic today. That's gone miles, hasn't it?
That's a nice shot.
Now this is going to be an interesting one. That wasn't your best strike,
No,
was it?
wasn't.
Let's see how it compares to the other slight miss strike. Not bad, not your best?
No, not the best.
Yeah, very similar, 144. Is there something with this club which you're not liking the look of, or?
I think it's probably a little bit to the weight.
Yeah.
There's a slight difference in I think it's probably feels slightly lighter to me than the other two, and therefore I'm feeling more of a body swing to it rather than the club coming through nicely, perhaps.
Yeah. That was a better one.
That was better though.
Yeah. And your better one's up there at your 155 number.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, good hit. Really good hit. Okay, Mark, that's 5 shots hit with the Mizuno JPX 919 forged. What do you think?
Well, again, liked the feel of the club and the look of it. I felt that I wasn't hitting the ball as confidently with this one as the previous.
You mentioned it was maybe felt a little bit lighter than the others.
Yeah, and perhaps it was a little bit lighter in feel. So I felt more as though I was having to put a little bit more into the swing than I should have been. And that's perhaps one of the reasons why I felt as I wasn't hitting it quite as consistently as well as the previous clubs. But very nice club. I did like the feel of it and the look of it. But my results, I think, show that it wasn't as good.
Wasn't as good. Let's take a look at the numbers for the Mizuno JPX 919 forged iron for a mid-handicap golfer. So as we can see straight away, not quite as impressive as the i500, but I don't think it was ever going to be. The i500 was just phenomenal, but back to the numbers on the JPX. Carry distance 147, we'll call that. It's a good break, isn't it, 147? Yeah. Total distance 157.7. Club speed 86.1, creating a ball speed, which is down on all the other ones, of 108.8. We'll call that 1.9. Now, I would compare this more to the P790, although the ball speed for this club is the lowest we have had. Distance-wise for the club, it's around there or thereabouts in the middle. I think Mark's got a great array of numbers here he can choose from. He can look at, if he wants to have the higher trajectory, he can go i500. If he wants the distance, he can go i500. If he wants the feel and the looks, he can go i500, yeah. But that's not to say that you guys would have the same results. So Mark is a mid-handicap golfer. He's a very good mid-handicap golfer, as these numbers suggest, but Mark's been working on his game heavily. He's lucky enough to have the time now, which is a big factor for anybody. Mark, should we have a bit of a roundup on these clubs as a whole?
Yeah, sure.
Okay guys, we're now going to have a roundup with Mark, the mid-handicap tester, with these irons. Mark, if you'd like to step in, what did you think to all these irons? All
these irons are very good products.
Yeah,
absolutely great products. They all looked and played well.
Yeah,
the Ping was the outstanding club.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed holding it and swinging it, and the results were, as I said, very good. So I would probably be favouring that one of the 4 clubs that we've trialled here. All the other clubs went well. Wasn't so keen on the Tailor-Made. Yeah. Just looked a bit, as I say, a bit big for me. Didn't really give me that sort of, if you like, feeling more like a sort of good golfer with the club in my hand, which the others seem to give the smaller heads the better feel. But really enjoyed that. The Mizuno went nicely, flew nicely. The Titleist, absolutely great sort of feel, and I enjoyed playing with the Titleist. But probably going with the Ping options.
So for me there, as a coach, as a fitter, as a golf pro, everything Mark's saying is music to my ears. He enjoyed the feel of the Ping, he enjoyed the look of most of the clubs. But one thing we're going to do now, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and remember to hit the bell so you don't miss the notifications, we're going to test in, well, whenever Mark's got some time. It sounds like he's got loads of time, but we are going to test some low mid-handicap irons. We're going to look at P760s, we're going to look at Mizuno Tours maybe, and just see how he feels with those. These have been fantastic clubs for Mark. The numbers are great, the ball flight's great, but I think Mark's got more in him. I think next year, Mark, what would your targets be for next year golf-wise?
I would really want to get down to single handicap.
And that's exactly what I was hoping to hear. So for me, I wouldn't sell Mark any of these clubs at the moment, purely because fitting is all about questions. You need to ask the right questions. At the beginning of the session, Mark said to me, what do you think I need to be getting from my golf clubs? My response, Mark, what are your goals for next year? It's October, it's cold, it's freezing, isn't it?
It is freezing cold today.
It's October, it's cold, we're in the UK. Mark's going to have a long winter ahead of practicing, working on his game, and hopefully come out of the blocks next year firing and get down to that single figure goal. My problem is, if I fit him for some of these clubs and then he starts to improve his skill set, these might not suit him in 6 months' time. So that's something you also need to think. Mark, thank you so much for coming on the channel. I really appreciate it. Comment below, guys. What would you like to see me and Mark do next, or Mark do next? You've done all the work, Mark, today.
I'm happy to give it a go.
So comment below, would you want to see him test drivers, putters, wedges? He's got loads of time to kill. Guys, I'm going to leave it with Mark to round up.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.